Hola todos! Welcome to Everyday Spanish with Stephanie. Today, we're embarking on an exciting two-part video series, so get ready for part 1 of 100 Essential Spanish Sentence Patterns. Now, I know what you might be thinking. 100 Spanish sentence patterns? Are we really able to get through that much in just 2 videos? Yes, that's the beauty of learning a language in the digital age. Now, by the end of these 2 videos, you're going to have the ability to express a wide range of ideas by just plugging in different words. Once you've mastered these structures, you'll be able to plug in a wide variety of different words to give you a wide variety of expressions in Spanish. Now, before we dive in, I want to remind you about our sponsor, the Unacademy Languages app. It's an amazing resource that can help you expand your vocabulary and really enforce these sentence patterns that we're going to learn. All right, are you ready, amigos? Let's dive in. Now, let's start with the verb tener, which means to have. When we conjugate this in the yo present tense form, we're going to have tengo, and we can say so many things with just this one little word. Tengo una pregunta. I have a question. Tengo un perro. Say hola. Tengo una idea. I have an idea. Tengo mucho trabajo. I have a lot of work. Now practice using this word by just replacing that noun at the end of the sentence. Tengo un coche. I have a car. Tengo poco tiempo. I have little time. Remember, un is used before masculine nouns and una is used before feminine nouns. Okay, now let's move on to our next pattern. Yo soy and yo estoy. Both of these actually mean I am. So let's look at the patterns for yo soy first. Yo soy is used for more permanent characteristics. Por ejemplo, yo soy maestra. I am a teacher. Or yo soy estudiante. I am a student. Yo soy ingeniero or ingeniera. I am an engineer. Estoy is more often used for temporary conditions. Por ejemplo, yo estoy cansada. I'm tired. Estoy feliz. I'm happy. Estoy ocupada. I'm busy. Okay, now let's practice using these with different professions and different states of mind. I want you to repeat after me. Yo soy médica. That means I am a doctor. Yo soy artista. I am an artist. Now let's switch to say a few with estoy. Yo estoy enferma. I'm sick. Estoy emocionada. I'm excited. Now remember to change the a to an o if you're going to use the masculine form. So, estoy enfermo and estoy emocionado. Me gusta is our next pattern. Me gusta means I like, and it's an essential pattern that you're going to want to master to be able to express your preferences. Por ejemplo, me gusta la música. I like music. Me gusta leer libros. I like to read books. Me gusta viajar. I like to travel. To use this pattern to ask somebody if they like something, you can say, ¿Te gusta? ¿Te gusta bailar? Do you like to dance? ¿Te gusta el cine? Do you like cinema? ¿Te gusta la comida italiana? Do you like Italian food? Okay, now let's practice forming some sentences with me gusta and te gusta. How would you say I like to cook? Now the verb for to cook, in case you don't know, is cocinar. Me gusta cocinar. How do you say I like sports? Now, if you don't know the noun for sports, it's deporte. Me gusta el deporte. Now, let's ask somebody if they like jazz. Do you like jazz? Now, jazz is a cognate, which means it's the same in both English and Spanish. So we're just going to say el jazz. How would you ask, do you like jazz? ¿Te gusta el jazz? Awesome job. Let's make our way back to the verb tener one more time. We're going to look at tienes as a sentence structure. This is the conjugated form of the you to have. So tú tienes. It's in the present tense. You can use tienes to ask somebody about possession. So, por ejemplo, ¿tienes el libro de historia? Do you have the history book? ¿Tienes hermanos? Do you have siblings? ¿Tienes un lápiz? Do you have a pencil? Okay, now let's practice forming some questions with the word tienes. Now, how would you say, do you have time? And time in Spanish, if you don't know, is tiempo. ¿Tienes tiempo? Do you have time? Now, tener is actually used to express a state of hunger as well. So I want you to use tienes to ask someone, are you hungry? Hambre is the word for hungry, if you didn't know it. ¿Tienes hambre? ¿Tienes hambre? Literally in English, it translates to, do you have hunger? But it's the proper way of asking someone, are you hungry? Now, we use the same structure with the word miedo, which means fear. So literally, we would say, do you have fear using tienes? So how would you say, are you scared? Or do you have fear? ¿Tienes miedo? Are you afraid? All right, good job. Let's move on to no me gusta. To express dislikes, you're going to say no me gusta. Here are some examples. No me gusta el ruido. I don't like the noise. No me gusta levantarme temprano. I don't like to get up early. No me gusta esperar. I don't like to wait. Now let's practice expressing some dislikes. How would you say, I don't like the cold? The cold is said el frío. No me gusta el frío. I don't like the cold. How about, I don't like spicy food? Now, spicy food, if you don't know, is comida picante. No me gusta la comida picante. All right, how about this one? I don't like lying. The verb for lying is mentir. No me gusta mentir. I don't like lying. Awesome job. On to our next pattern. This word means there are or there is. Here are some examples. ¿Hay una problema? Is there a problem? ¿Hay alguien en casa? Is there someone at home? ¿Hay una farmacia cerca? Is there a pharmacy nearby? All right, now let's practice forming some sentences with the word I. I want you to say, there are a lot of people. Now, a lot of people, you can say mucha gente. So how can you combine those to say there are a lot of people? Hay mucha gente. Now let's practice saying there is not milk in the fridge. Leche is milk and nevera is fridge. No hay leche en la nevera. There is not milk in the fridge. How about this one? How do you say, is there enough time? Remember, time is tiempo and enough is suficiente. ¿Hay tiempo suficiente? Is there enough time? Awesome job. Moving on to cuánto. Cuánto means how much or how long. Let's go over some examples. ¿Cuánto cuesta esta camiseta? How much does this shirt cost? ¿Cuánto dinero tienes? How much money do you have? ¿Cuánto tiempo necesitas? How much time do you need? ¿Cuánto tiempo llevas trabajando aquí? How long have you been working here? ¿Cuánto tiempo dura la película? How long is the movie? ¿Cuánto tiempo tarda el tren en llegar? How long does the train take to arrive? Okay, now it's your turn. Let's practice making some sentences. How would you say, how much does it weigh? And to weigh is pesa. ¿Cuánto pesa? How about how much longer? You would say, ¿cuánto falta? All right, moving on to cuándo and a qué hora. Cuándo means when, and a qué hora means at what time. ¿Cuándo es la fiesta? When is the party? ¿Cuándo vas al trabajo? When are you going to work? ¿Cuándo vienes a casa? When are you coming home? ¿A qué hora empieza la reunión? What time does the meeting start? ¿A qué hora te levantas? What time do you get up? ¿A qué hora cierra la tienda? What time does the store close? Okay, now let's practice some sentences with cuándo and a qué hora. How would you say, when is your birthday? ¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños? What about, at what time does the train leave? ¿A qué hora sale el tren? What about the question, when are you coming back? ¿A qué hora vuelves? Okay, let's move on to the pattern, ¿cuál es? ¿Cuál es means what is or which is. Here are some examples. ¿Cuál es tu color favorito? What is your favorite color? ¿Cuál es tu comida favorita? What is your favorite food? ¿Cuál es tu libro preferido? What is your favorite book? Or what is your preferred book? Okay, let's practice forming some questions with ¿cuál es? How would you ask, what is your favorite movie? ¿Cuál es tu película favorita? Now the question, what is your phone number? ¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? And finally, what's the difference? ¿Cuál es la diferencia? All right, let's move to the verb poner in the present yo form and tú form. Starting with yo puedo, which means I can, and tú puedes means you can. You can use these exact same words to flip it into a question, like can I, puedo, or can you, puedes. Let's look at some examples. Yo puedo hablar español. I can talk Spanish. Yo puedo cocinar bien. I can cook well. Yo puedo correr rápido. I can run fast. ¿Puedes ayudarme? Can you help me? ¿Puedes venir mañana? Can you come tomorrow? ¿Puedes prestarme tu coche? Can you lend me your car? All right, now practice making some sentences. How do you say, I can swim? Puedo nadar. How about the question, can I come in? Puedo entrar. Ask the question, can you sing? Puedes cantar. And finally, how would you say, can you explain it again? Puedes explicarlo otra vez? So you can also use puedo and puedes to ask permission. Look at these examples. ¿Puedo usar tu teléfono? Can I use your phone? ¿Puedo entrar? Can I come in? ¿Puedo sentarme aquí? Can I sit here? Let's practice asking permission now with puedo. How would you ask, can I open the window? Now, open is abrir and window is ventana. ¿Puedo abrir la ventana? Can I open the window? How about this one? Can I ask a question? ¿Puedo hacer una pregunta? And finally, can I pay with card? Card is tarjeta. ¿Puedo pagar con tarjeta? Excelente trabajo. Excellent work. We have just covered 48 essential Spanish sentence patterns. We went over patterns with the word tengo, soy, estoy, tienes, me gusta, no me gusta, puedo, and puedes. We also went over ay, cuánto, cuándo es. We also went over phrases that use ay, cuándo, cuánto es. We learned so much this video. Remember, the key to mastering these phrases is practicing. Try creating your own sentences using these sentence patterns, just plugging in different nouns for whatever you're trying to express. You'll be able to express such a wide variety of ideas with these patterns. And don't forget about our sponsor, the Unacademy Languages app. It's a great resource to continue practicing these patterns and learn even more Spanish vocabulary along the way. Thank you for joining me on this Spanish adventure today. In the next video, we're going to go over the remaining 52 patterns to get you to 100 essential Spanish sentence patterns. Hasta la próxima, amigos. See you next time. Thanks for watching, amigos. If you're serious about improving your language skills, I have a great resource for you to try. Check out the Unacademy Languages app. It offers a wide range of lessons from beginner to advanced with native speaker audio and interactive lessons. To learn more, click on the link in the description below. It's a great complement to the tips and the strategies that we discuss in this channel. Keep learning, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video. Hasta luego!